Beautiful people, because I tell you that I am the Tech Doctor. Today I want to show you there is this story of rigging of elections in Kenya. That is, they say the servers were rigged. So I want to show you as an engineer, from an engineering point of view, if personally I was hired to hack, to change the data, the servers in IEBC, how I could have done it. I want to show you so that this thing is purposely for educational purpose. You see, I want to show you how I could have done it and how I could just gather data very easily and work on those servers and change the data very easily. So I want to show you how it is done very easily from an engineering point of view up to a level whereby a layman can understand. So I want you to take your seat, set the resolution of the video to 720p. That is what I can afford for now. I will buy a greater screen very soon. Then I want you to, you can now sit down and put your volume 100%. Then I will show you exactly how I can gather data very easily and show you how personally I can go and change all the data in those servers. If I was the one hired to do it, how can I do it? So first of all, you see, I came to Google and asked how many IEBC servers. So you read here, Raila further said IEBC had 4 servers and only one was opened for scrutiny. I want you to understand. We discovered that there were 4 servers, one in Holland, Netherlands, another in Venezuela, where there was a person called Jose Camargo, and the third at Anniversary Towers, and the 4th in industrial area. So let me explain to you something. As an engineer, a server is just a computer. So all the computers in this world are connected through the internet, and the internet is just cables. It's just cables. All the computers are connected through cables, and the routers in your house, they use electromagnetism to create some electromagnetic field which your computer can detect. That is how the computers are connected. So a server is just a computer. That is one thing I want you to understand. A server is just a computer. Understood? Good. If you have understood that a server is just a computer, those computers you see, that is just a server. So the reason we use this one is because they are always in the internet. They are always connected in the internet. So when yours is offline, you can still get yours online and connect to it. You will find it online. It is online throughout. So I will explain everything to you so that you can understand. So if I was the one hired to do it, how could I have done it as an experienced engineer? How could I have done it? I want to show you using a PowerPoint presentation. We will do everything. So because we have understood that we have 4 computers, 4 servers. So we have the servers, then we have the side where the other people like you are reading the data, which is known as the client side. You see? So this is the server side, these 4 computers, and we have another computer, which is this one now, which is this one with this link, IEBC, that one. So I want to show you how we can link these 4 computers to IEBC and change the data using PowerPoint presentation. So this is my PowerPoint presentation. Let me start. So if DR is Highness William Ruto, maybe I respect him because he has the seat. If we did it, he deserves respect. Actually, I'm very sure that both of these guys, both Raila and Ruto, they know they have influence. they have everything they want. It is just that each one of them wants to just be the leader, and to me it's not a big deal, but to somebody else it can be a big deal, you see. But I think personally I am just showing this video for educational purposes. I am not showing this video to favor anybody. I'm showing you, if I was the one given the job to do it, if Raila could have hired me, or if Ruto could have hired me, how could I have done it as an engineer? Because I enjoy the job I do. How could I have done it? So I want to show you. So let me draw some things here. I show you, by the way. Let me draw some things here. I show you. So let me draw something here. Let me draw some things here. So let me say, I want to insert some shapes, some images. So let me say that one. Let's see, this is a computer. This is let's say, I don't know. Can I write inside? Good. So this is IEBC. IEBC. This is IEBC computer. So server is just a computer. So the moment, let me show you something. The moment you just visit this link here, www.iebc.or.ke, the moment you visit that link right now, if it loads, it means that your computer is connected to the internet. And it defines that the computer which is hosting this website, which is hosting this client side, is still on internet. You see, if their computer was offline, the server is, if you say the computer is the server. If the server was offline, then when you connect here, it will say it was not connected. You see, but now it is online. You see, the server is online. So if you come here and ask, I was asking or.ke meaning. So it's a non-profit making organization or NGOs. So when I come here and ask about the server, I get the name of registrar, Safaricom Limited. Who is referral domains. Okay. Expires on 23/09/29. You see, it is not yet expired. It is there. So you see name servers. They are here. It's name servers. So this, you see this thing. This is just a link. This is the representation. So this one, this is the IP which is changed to the name. You see? Good. So the moment your computer is on the internet, it is allocated a certain IP. You see? That is the one which represents it in the internet. So I want to show you personally, because you understand, this is the side where we are going to see the data. And we have other 4 computers which are storing the data, which we have read here. The computers are storing the data. They are 4. And we have this part where you will be downloading the forms and where you will be seeing the results. Good. This is the client side. This is where Chebukati is seeing the things. You see, this is where we as the Kenyans are seeing the things. And then we have other 4 computers which are storing the data. So I want to show you how you can change these computers to give different data here. You see? Good. That is what I want to show you right now. So this is the IEBC. This is the computer which all of us as Kenyans are checking for the results, including Chebukati. Then we have, let me now draw other four computers here. Let me draw something else. Let me show you. So let me draw like that. Let me draw the servers now. Let me draw the servers. So let me draw the servers. Is this, what is that? Insert shape. No. No. Shape. Let me just duplicate. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Let me just like that. Let me at least make them go down like this. Yes, like that. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Let me put them like this. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Let me put it like this. So I'll have to push this one like this a little bit, so that I will show you everything clearly, how it can be done. If I was the one hired to do it, how could I have been paid 100 million Kenyan shillings in 2 hours? Not 2 hours, just 30 minutes, I think. Because this data is not too much. But I will show you. Everything. So we have the 4 servers. Let's go back to Raila Amoro's story, Raila Odinga's story, by the way. Holland. We discovered that there were 4 servers, one in Holland. So we have a computer in Holland. We have a computer in Holland. Good. Let's get the other one. Another one in Venezuela. Good. Good. And let's see another one where there was a person known as Jose Camargo. Good. You can the 30th anniversary towers. Let me come here. Like that, anniversary towers. Then the other one, industrial area. Good. Now I want to show you how this one can be done. So you understand, these are just computers. The servers are just computers. So this is a web server. This is a client. Let me add some more. I don't know. Client. Good. Let me say client server. Client. This is now IEBC and Kenya and the other people who are the laymen, the people who don't understand things with computers. So you guys are using that one. Then this one and this one and this one and this one are computers which are storing data, my friend. Let me tell you what happens. These 4 computers cannot be connected. These 4 computers cannot all be connected to this one at the same time. I don't know if you are understanding. These computers here, if they are storing data, you have to read the data from one of them. And when you are storing the data, when you are uploading the data, ile wakati, when you are sending the forms, I don't know they were that form 34 what. We can go here and the IEBC forms. Can just check the IEBC forms. Can just take them here. I don't know they are form 32A. When you are form what? I don't know. When you are uploading those forms, you upload to a single server. Let me tell you. And let's assume this server is the. Let's assume this is the main server. This one. Let's assume this is the master. That is the master. So we have something known as master database. So what is a master database? So the master database is the database, is the main database, for example, which is connected to the client. So hii database iko hapa ndio inawekanga data in the real time. Is the one which keeps the data in the real time. We are just assuming, I don't know, between this one, and this one, and this one, which is the master database. The one which watu wakipiga kura, wakienda ku upload, that is the one which was storing the initial data. You understand? Good. So this, what, I don't know, let me, so you see, this computer can communicate with this computer like this. Let me add the weight. I don't know how am I going to add the weight of this thing. Wait. Format shape. Let me add. Yes, like that. So you see that arrow, this arrow here represents when the engines, these guys who were employed, by the way, I don't know their names. They were called who? These people who were uploading their data to the returning officers. These returning officers, they were the ones uploading the data, the forms, upload form, upload forms. So they are the ones, I don't know, forms. They upload the forms and the data to the master database. The database which receives the first data. You see? So this database here, all these other databases become slaves of this one. The data which is here is just replicated. You just duplicated the data, you put it here, you put it here, you put it here. You see? And now, when the data is here and here and here, it is done that is done so that we can have something we call data availability, so that we can connect this one to many portals. We can connect this data, this one and this one to other clients who can easily read the data, so that we can make the data more available. You understand? So let me explain it to you clearly. This data here, this computer here at the anniversary towers, that is the master, for example. We are assuming. I don't know if it is that one or it is not. We are just assuming. So let me duplicate this one. Is this? Okay. Then I don't know. How do I? Okay, good. So you see, let me show you. So let me show you here. You see this side. This side represents we as Kenyans and the IEBC, the kina Chebukati, the everybody in Kenya can directly access the data from this one to the IEBC. You see? So this is client reading data. That is when you can be able to download the forms. You see? So I want to show you how clearly it can be done to just change the data in any of these and connect it to here and you read the wrong data. So let me come here and I don't know where is this one? Yes, I want to write. So I want to insert a text box. So let me, yes, good. So let me write here. So here is Kenyans and who? Kenyans and IEBC. IEBC can read data and download forms. Good, like that. So Kenyans and the IEBC can read data. So in this arrow here, this one here, Kenyans and IEBC can read data and download forms. So it is allowed. That communication is allowed. But for this communication to happen, we have things which are required. Very few things. We have the server. You see, let me show you why we need the server. And why we say we need. So this server here has a name. You see, the IP. So it has something known as, let me write somewhere. This server here has something known as IP. Is what identifies its identification in the network. Network. I don't worry about, I don't know. just know it's identify. I don't know. Just write that one. That is, it has an identification in the network. You see? And the identification is converted to something we call a domain name. Domain name. So for example, let me show you something. When we have this one here, this one, this is the domain, this is the what? Name server. You see? Yes. So let me show you something else. So this one is what is needed. For example, let me. I'm just showing you. I'm not saying this is the correct data, but I'm showing you how I could have done it. So we need for us to connect. For this communication to happen, we need something we call as the server name. So what we need here is something we call let me so what do we need here? What we need here is something. What we need for that communication to happen is something we call, let me write it here for you, is something we call a server name. We call server. Something we call server. Another one, we call it password. Another one, we call it database. So, that is how you connect if there is a database. So, if you want to connect to, if you are storing the files here, let me show you how you can do it very easily. So, this is the server. You need password, you need database to connect this one and this one. You see? Good. So, you can read the files. You can directly read the files from these towers. For example, if you upload the PDFs which are being uploaded by the PDFs which are being uploaded by the returning officers, they are just files, my friend. Let me show you. For example, if we have something like, let me show you. Let me see. Here in this IEBC, for example, if we come here like this and inspect here like this, let me show you. Come here and check sources, images. So if we, let me show you. Forms portal. You see? So if I just want this one like this, I just copy this and rest like this, and I will have directly the link to that media file. You understand? So it is just being able to get the access to the server. It's just being able to get this link, and you get the image, the folder. This is the folder where the image, the media is stored. Then you get the media name. So the file name. So for example, if you start from 34a.pdf and you download it, it is direct connection. You see? So that is what is needed for communication ear and ear. You see? Good. So let me tell you. So the moment we are doing the real-time voting, the data is being when the clients are these guys are logging to the server, they connect from this one to this one. You see? So this one, they don't know this one. They cannot be told this one. This one is for the engineer who are creating the softwares. So if even Chebukati does not know it, this is just known by the people who created the software and they gave it to these guys to use. So, but Chebukati, there is no way you can connect you can say that I will tell you. There's no way you can. The only way, not there is no way. The only way to connect to this server here, you have to set the connection here. That is where you put this information here. In this server, that web server is where you put the information. And after you put the information there, is when you can be able to connect to this one. So it means that if you have the name servers of these ones, you can easily connect to any of these. You see? Good. So I want to tell you how it happens here. You can connect all these 4 servers to this one through something known as load balancing. You see? You create an event whereby this one checks if this server is full of clients, it goes to the next one. It takes the client to the next one. But I want to show you this scenario which Raila Odinga is talking about. This one is saying, I want you to understand. There were 4 servers in Holland, another one in Venezuela, the third at University Towers. You see, we said they are the 4 servers and only one was open. Only one was opened for scrutiny. So I want to show you what that means. So this master database, the one which is the initial one, we are assuming, I don't know if it is the one, if it's this one, or this one. We are assuming this one is the original, the one which we put the original data. We are just assuming. I don't know if it is it. So if this one is the master, the data is later replicated, go and search for something known as data replication. Is what big companies like YouTube, Google and Facebook use so that they can make the data available to you guys. So let me show you data replication. So you can just go and check that one. So let me show you. The data here is replicated. A software engineer comes and says, now this data I want to copy it to this one, and this one. They copy the same data in the other 3 computers. You see? Then after you do that, you see with the data, for example, the situation which Raila Odinga was saying that the servers were changed. So this is what could happen. A PDF is just a PDF. You see? Anybody can edit that thing. You talk about what. Software engineers are software engineers, my friend. Let me tell you, The person who creates the padlock is the person who creates the key. So there is no way you can be lying to yourself. This thing is something of morality. There is nothing else here. It's just being able to come to your senses and say that I don't have to do this because there is no need for me to do this, or I have to do this because of this and this and this. Maybe because you don't have money, or you do or things like that. Just do things you don't want to do. And it's not good, but you learn in the process. You will come to understand some things there is no need for doing them. Sometimes there is need for doing them. You see, good. So I want to show you this data in Venezuela. How could it have been changed? You just go to the database and just do your thing, my friend. You do your thing. Under the files, you just go and change where necessary. Then what will happen? You just come here. This connection, now you change it. Change that connection like this. Change that connection. Change that connection like that. Change that connection like that. Now, the thing is thinking now. So now it reads what you want. You just have to provide the server name of this server here, the password, and the database, and the connection, the file connection. If there is any needed file connection, you just provide it to this person, to this client side. This configuration here happens here. You see? Yes, happens there. This one is just something to store the data, my friend. There's nothing which is happening there. You see? Just to store the data. So the reason why you are hearing Raila Odinga saying that you should open the servers, is because they are not. If they claim that it's just one server which was connected here, so it means that the Kenyans can read data. Now we are downloading data from this one to this one. But the real data is here. This one, for example, let's assume is this data is changed data. It's malicious data. Let's say it's altered data. Altered slave. Let's see, this is the original slave. Let's say this one is original slave. Let's say this one is original slave, for example. This slave here. This is slave here. This is slave. We can say that is where they are suspecting it was done. Personally, I was showing you, if it was me, how could I have gotten 100 million Kenyan shillings, for example? Me, I could have charged that. I could not have charged a lot of money. But I'm not encouraging you. I'm just doing this to create awareness. I show you these things are there. These things you should understand them. But for you to come and understand these things, I think Raila Odinga is a very wise man, by the way, because his age to understand that thing, it takes a lot of brains. And also, Ruto is also sharp. It is like there's no problem, you guys. There is no problem. We just have to sit down and say, because we are men, let us sit down and we stop playing like class 1 pupils. You see, people should be eating. People should be sleeping good. Because in this world, all these material things, we are going to die and leave them here. And in the next 200 years, there is nobody who will be here, by the way. All of these Kenyans, there is nobody who will be existing. So, let's be wise. Sit down, speak, and solve our own issues. So, that is how I could have done, and I could have done it. I don't know if you have any questions, by the way. If you have any questions, I'll leave my email there. You can reach me out. I have no problem with answering any technical questions, and in a way the layman can understand. Good. That is it. Let me see you another time. Bye.